Hello friends, welcome to the Take Better Photos channel. On October 25th, Capture One 16.3 was released with AI masking, marking more than a year from when competitor Adobe released its first AI masking tool for Lightroom back in October 2022. Capture One is indeed playing catch up to Adobe. Nevertheless, is Capture One's AI masking tool good? Is it as good as Lightroom's? That's what we're going to be finding out in today's video as we count down the top standout features of Capture One's AI masking. At the end, I'll answer the question whether Capture One has caught up with Adobe in the AI masking department. At number one is the intuitive masking interface. To better appreciate the difference between Capture One's implementation and Adobe Lightroom, let's run through Lightroom's AI masking process first. To perform AI masking with Lightroom, first select the type of masking from the dialog, which shows 9 options to choose from. I'll choose Select Object. To mask, simply paint over the object with a brush. A layer will be created along with a sublayer which specifies the type of mask. Below the sublayer, there are 2 buttons used to add or remove from the mask respectively. So you can see, even with just this one mask, the layers panel is already looking pretty cluttered, and there are numerous clicks to get even the most basic masking done. So that was Lightroom. Let's move on to Capture One. Capture One's design team, to its credit, has developed its own methodology for performing AI-based masking, which intends to simplify the process pioneered by Lightroom. In Capture One, there are only 2 buttons, Select Subject and Select Background, and 2 AI brushes, one for selection and the other for erasure. That's it. There are no elaborate menus to navigate. Once you click Select Subject, a layer is created. The layer looks like any other Capture One layer, and unlike Lightroom, doesn't have any sublayers or extra buttons to add complexity to the UI. To add or remove from the mask with AI, you simply use the AI brushes. But how do those work? That brings us to the number 2 standout feature, and that is object masking with preview. Capture One becomes the first RAW editor other than Lightroom, at least that I'm aware of, to successfully implement an AI object masking tool. All other editors so far have been limited to Select Sky, Select Background, but never Select Object, probably because it's technically more challenging. To demonstrate AI object masking, let's work with this image. I'll try to mask the man in this photo. To do that, I'll first click AI Select Brush. Second, I'll drag a rectangle around the man. As you can see, while I'm dragging, a highlighted preview is shown in real time. That's great performance indeed. It is important to note that this preview that is being shown while I'm dragging is just that, a preview and not the final mask. The preview may contain errors which may not be present in the final mask. Here is the final mask. If you notice, the result is much better than the preview. Now let's move on to mask the woman. Once again, another accurate mask, and super easy to do. Next, let's mask the ship. As you can see, there were errors in the mask. The windows should not have been included to let the sky show through. No problem. I can use the AI eraser brush to get rid of those. Simply click the eraser brush and drag rectangles over the windows. Notice that Capture One uses a bluish color for the AI erase overlay, the complementary color of the AI Select Brushes overlay. A nice touch indeed. There, the mask has been removed, and we didn't have to click too many buttons or go through dialogues to get it done. Here is another example. In this case, I want to brighten just the persons watching the fireworks while leaving the rest of the scene untouched. Using a masking brush for this problem is like mission impossible, as the person's luminosity is very close to the background, causing errors galore and problems for the brush's edge detection. With Capture One's AI Select brush, masking each individual is pretty easy indeed. Simply drag rectangles over each individual and let the object selection do its magic. There, a perfect selection with a fraction of the effort of a brush. So that is AI Object Select. Let's move on to the number 3 standout feature, people masking. While Capture One's AI Mask does not have a dedicated people masking feature like Lightroom, its AI Select brush is more than capable to do the job. Let's start off by trying to mask the entire person in this image, which is a fairly complicated selection. As you can see, using Select Subject made some errors, incorrectly including the dog while excluding large parts of the person. No problem. Let's use the AI Eraser brush to subtract the dog from the mask. Next, let's use the AI Select brush to fix the incorrectly masked areas. There, the person is properly masked. What about the hair? Can AI Select get that one part alone? Yes, it can. How about the clothes? That works too. Let's move on to this image. Let's select the hair, the face, and the teeth. So as you can see, while Capture One has no explicit people masking, you can certainly mask a person or any part of the person easily and effectively. Let's move on to number 4. The number 4 standout feature is refining a mask. Let's demonstrate this feature with this image. Let's use the AI Select brush as normal. As you can see, AI masking has some errors. Some of the small gaps in the structure and edges have been incorrectly included in the mask, and that results in an unpleasant edit. You could try to manually remove the errors with a brush, but that would be an overly tedious task. Thankfully, Capture One supports refining a mask. By moving one simple slider, Capture One will automatically add some feathering and try to make the mask fit a lot better. There, that's a better looking result. Here is another example. As you can see, the object selection did not mask the sky satisfactorily. No problem. With the Refine tool, that problem is solved. So there you have it, 4 standout features of Capture One's AI masking. Is it good? Definitely yes. Is it as good as Lightroom's AI masking? While I haven't compared the two directly, from a bird's eye point of view, Capture One's AI masking is as good as Lightroom's. As I've demonstrated, there really was no problem that Capture One could not mask as easily as Lightroom's tools, and I do like the simple, coherent process devoid of button clicks and dialogues. With this release, I think the bar has been raised. It makes Capture One more competitive to Lightroom and puts pressure on other RAW editors to improve their own masking tools or risk being left out in the cold. But do let me know what you think. Do you like Capture One's implementation? Do you prefer Lightroom's? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to help keep the videos coming. Until the next video, I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye for now.